It's in my hair. It's in my face. Okay, there you go. Wait, what? I've done this a long time. My eyebrows feel stiff. Today is going to be a special day because I'm going to be taking over my mom's channel.
Hey there, my name is Yami. I am your Latina next door. Welcome back to Mi Casa, where I share high-end home decor and DIYs on a budget, as well as extreme before and after room transformations. If that's something you'd enjoy, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe so that you too can become part of the familia. As you can see, I have a special guest today. This is my daughter, Natalia.
Hi.
Her and I have been working on an idea that we've had for a little while, and we've been working on a video for several days now, and it's time for us to share it with you guys.
Finally.
These things take time. So today we're bringing you a special video
And a very special announcement.
You know I'm passionate about home decor and DIYs.
And I am passionate about DIYs on a little scale.
So we thought we'd bring something fun to you.
It's amazing.
So I was able to find a dollhouse for my daughter, a Pottery Barn dollhouse for my daughter for only $30 at a local thrift store.
Yes, and it needs a total makeover.
Well, there you have it. So we thought, why don't we create some mini furniture, mini DIYs so that we can decorate the entire thing ourselves?
And what would be even better is if we had a whole channel dedicated to that.
Which is what we've done, right?
Uh-huh.
So we did just that. We created a channel so that we can create DIYs on a little scale.
Little scale. The channel name is Blonde and Bonita Crafts.
That's right, and the link to that channel will be in my description box below. This will be the first video introducing the idea to you guys, and then all the rest of the videos will be over there.
So make sure to subscribe to that channel, and let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers right away. I wanted my dolls to celebrate Christmas too, and since my parents updated our fireplace, why not make one for my dollhouse?
So this is what we did. So we started off using Dollar Tree foam board.
You will need a board cut to 12 inches height and 10.5 inches wide. Next, you will need to cut a piece 12 inches high and 5 inches wide. Make 2. With the same foam board, cut a piece 5 inches long and 1.5 inches wide. Make 3. My mom cut all of these with a box cutter. Next, with some hot glue, put the 2 large pieces together. Be careful, it's hot. Then you will take those 2 and glue them onto the first large piece we cut. Make sure it's centered.
Next, you're going to take the 3 smallest pieces and you're going to hot glue those on top of each other.
Hold them together for a few seconds to make sure they make a nice bond. Now put hot glue on one of the edges and glue that side to the bottom of the centerpiece. This will be the hearth. Next, you will need to cut a piece 5 inches wide that will fit on top of the hearth. Trace and cut out a square for the fireplace opening. Glue this board down. Press down so it will bond.
We wanted to create a fireplace that was brick like mine. So I took a cork roll that I had on hand and began to cut them down in 1/2 inch widths. Now Dollar Tree does have cork sheets that already have an adhesive backing.
After my mom cut them in 1/2 inch strips, I cut them down into 1 inch pieces. Next, we began to glue them down in a brick-like pattern.
We started at the bottom and began working our way up, applying a little bit of hot glue on each of the little cork bricks. Sometimes we had to cut them down when we needed the little half piece and then we continued the pattern all the way up the fireplace. We continued adding the brick pattern along the hearth of the fireplace as well.
Next, my mom covered the bricks with Mod Podge in order to seal them before the next step. We let them dry overnight.
The following day, we began to apply our mortar. Using some gloves, we actually used drywall compound for this because that is what we had on hand. However, you can also use spackle from the dollar store and it will work just fine. What you want to do is add it in between all of the little crevices in between the cork bricks. Don't worry if your brick color changes, the mortar will add more of a whitewashed look, but you will be able to remove some of it before it dries completely. At first we began removing the excess with damp paper towels. However, I later found out that my spatula from my Cricut machine was much better at removing the drywall compound from each of the little bricks.
Make sure to let this dry overnight. Next, it was time to add a mantel. For this, we use a 3/4 inch square dowel.
I used my miter saw kit in order to cut it down to 5 inches, and my daughter sanded all of the edges.
Next, I used some wood tint to stain the mantel.
While the mantel dried, I went ahead and cut down some more foam board. Next, I cut down 2 strips of 12-inch length pieces by 1 inch. These are going to be the start of some bookcases on either side of the fireplace. You will need 2 this size, and then you will need 1 slightly wider so that you can cover the edge of the foam board at the very end of the large square piece on either side of the fireplace. You'll see in just a minute.
But before we added the bookcases, I wanted to add some grass cloth contact paper to act as wallpaper for my bookcases. Next, we added the 1-inch pieces for the sides of the bookcases. Make sure to hold them down for a few seconds so they create a good bond.
The opposite sides of the bookcases are going to be the ones that are a little bit larger in order to take account for that extra piece of foam board on the back. As you can see, when we apply it to the back, the raw edge of the back foam board is completely covered.
Next, we will add the shelves. Simply measure the space between both sides of the bookcases and cut them to fit. Use hot glue to add the shelves. Press the sides of the bookcase in to make a good bond. Continue this for the rest of the shelves. Just make sure to space them out evenly on both sides. Now that the mantel is dry, we're going to hot glue it onto the fireplace. Now it's time to decorate. We found these mini ornaments at Walmart that work as art. We added some jute bows to cover the holes.
I added a little piece of paper clip into the mortar of the bricks so that we can have a little place to hang different pieces over the fireplace. I had this piece of greenery for decor in my craft room, and I removed a couple of pieces from it, and using an empty thread spool, I decided I was going to make a little planter. I basically covered the spool with some white rope all the way around and added the greenery to the top of it.
With these wood cutouts from Dollar Tree, I made a garland of stockings for the mantel. I removed the sticky backing. I hot glued a small piece of fluffy fabric. And then I glued them on to some jute string. With a few more accessories, my Dollhouse living room was complete. Found some mini presents and a mini tree at Hobby Lobby. We added decorations on the shelves and a wreath on the fireplace. We had so much fun putting this together, and we can't wait to do some more. My mom even made that dress from a Dollar Tree tree skirt. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments below if you liked our first project. Make sure to like and subscribe to my mom's channel and click that notification bell so you know when she posts new videos. There's a lot more fun over at Blvd Crafts, so make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you over at Blvd Crafts.
We hope you're well, and we will see you back here next week with another home decor and DIY video. Until then,
Adios!